This audio guide is for use when you're standing still, maybe while you're waiting to catch a bus. Be aware of the space above and below you, to your left and right, and behind and in front of you. Allow the images you see to come towards you, to the visual cortex at the back of your head. Allow your neck to soften and lengthen, so your head can balance upward from the atlanto-occipital joint, so your back can lengthen and widen. Your atlas, hip joints, knees, and ankle joints are balancing. Your feet are softening into the ground. Your shoulders are widening and are supported by the rib cage. Breathe freely into your ribs, back and belly, noticing their volume. Your fingertips release towards the floor, in opposition to the top of your head and the space above you. Many people either lock their knees or push their knees forward because they are afraid of locking their knees. Both these stances can create unnecessary tension. In order to lock your knees, you have to push or force them back. And when you push your knees forwards, it takes effort to keep them there, because the knees are not in line with the hip and ankle joints. To prevent locking the knees or pushing them forwards, we need to zoom our attention out of the legs and observe the whole body. Because usually the underlying cause can be found in a downward pressure or collapse of your head, neck, back. So, let's shift your attention from your legs to your head, neck, back expanding up, and try some movements to free up your legs. Your neck is softening and lengthening. Your head is connected to the space above you. Now, be aware of the space above your head and shift your weight to your left foot. Think of your head, neck, back releasing up out of your left hip joint. Your right leg is on holiday now, but is still in contact with the floor. Allow both your right and left heels to drop into the floor away from your crown. Be aware of your breathing and the length into your left armpit, up towards your left ear and the space above your head. Next, think of the ceiling and initiate the movement with your crown to come back to center. 2 feet releasing into the floor, away from the top of your head. Next, be aware of the ceiling as you shift your weight to your right foot. Don't go downwards into your right leg, but think of expanding upwards out of your right hip joint. Now the left leg is on holiday. It's softening and lengthening, with the heel dropping away from your crown. Think of length into your right armpit, up towards your right ear, through to the ceiling above your head. Next, think of the ceiling and initiate the movement with your crown to come back to center. Once more, think of the ceiling, initiate with your crown, and move a little bit towards your left. Heels releasing down, neck softening and lengthening up, breathing into the ribs. Next, lead with your crown to come back to center. Then, think of the ceiling, lead with your crown to move a little to your right. Feet softening, head, neck, back expanding up, widening between your armpits, breathing to the ribs. Finally, lead with your crown to come back to center. Repeat this a couple of times, and your legs will become a little freer, softer and longer each time. Standing is a rebalancing act. It's dynamic, subtle and free. We are not statues fixed into a set position. Instead, our joints need to be free and available for movement. From standing, we can easily release into walking, jumping, or running. Have fun as you explore how to stand effortlessly.